wanted to show you really quickly a couple of secrets to making good rice. Now, I know you can just buy rice and follow the packet instructions, and it's fine, and it will taste okay. But if you want to make your rice extra tasty and extra delicious, there's a couple of things that you can do to make it even better. So the first thing, I've got in here 1 cup of basmati rice. That's just because it's the rice that I have in my pantry. I normally buy basmati rice, and then it's just my preference. You can buy any kind of rice you like. And this actually formula goes for most rice. I haven't found a rice that it fails. Don't use it for Oreos or risotto rice because it won't work. But for normal rice, no, long grain rice, short grain rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice, this will work for you. So I've got a cup. And the most important thing for you to do is wash your rice. So I'll just put some water in it and I'll show you why. Okay, so I'm just going to get my hand in here and give it a swish around. Did you see how clear that water was out of the tap? And now, how murky it is? That's starch coming off the rice. So that is going to make your rice gluggy. So what I do is I wash it off. That way I don't get gluggy rice. So I'll just tip most of that out without losing my rice. And I'll give it another go. Stir it while I'm pouring in there because that helps to get the starch off easily. Give it another rinse. See, that one was much clearer, and this one see that one? It's almost clear. Just a little bit of starch left in there. So 3 rinses. And you know what's really good to do is if you get both your hands in there and you give it a bit of a wash in the water to loosen the starch off. You can see how much more cloudy that's gotten since I've done that. So just give it a bit of a scrub. It only takes a minute and it really makes a world of difference. So 3 or 4 times. I normally only do it 3 times, but I normally get my hands in there the second time and give it a really good scrub. And that makes it a bit quicker and easier. So get rid of most of the water. There's obviously going to be a little bit left in there. Alright, get down there, Mrs. Rice. Alright, so now I've got 1 cup of rice. So this is a ratio thing, rice, okay? So rice absorbs water. So you have to stick to a ratio. So 1 cup of rice, I'm going with 1 flat teaspoon of salt, okay? So if you've got 2 cups of rice, go for 2 flat teaspoons of salt, 1.5 cups, etc., etc., etc. So 1 cup of rice feeds Nev, Noah and I. But we don't have huge portions either. So I would say if you're cooking for 2, I'd cook 1 cup of rice. 2 average people. And if you're cooking for more, then you just proportion it accordingly. So now normally your instructions on the back of the rice will tell you to put water in here. So what I like to do is I like to put stock. So whatever stock you have or whatever stock suits the dish that you're having with your rice. So if you're having a vegetarian meal, put vegetable stock in with your rice. If you're having a chicken dish, put chicken stock in with your rice. If you're having beef, put beef stock in, etc., etc., etc. So my ratio for this cooking method is 1 to 2. So 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of stock. All right, very, very simple. All right, just going to give it a little stir just to mix that salt around. Now, how I cook my rice is now I put it in the microwave. So in my current microwave, this will take 15 minutes to cook. In my previous microwave, it would have taken 12 minutes to cook. So just a bit of a difference in power. So on high. So what I recommend you do is put this in the microwave for 12 minutes on high, and then have a look and see how it's going. So pull it out. If there's still a lot of liquid left in there, put it in for another 3 minutes. If it's already cooked, the liquid's all gone, give it a taste just to make sure that it's nice and soft as it should be. If it's not soft, just whack a bit more stock in it or a bit more water and pop it back in the microwave for a few more minutes. But this should be fine in my microwave 15 minutes, but yours might take a little bit less. So just experiment with it. Start with 12 minutes and move your way up. And it's the same every time for me. I don't ever adjust it. If I've got 2 cups of rice, so I'm cooking a little bit more, it only takes an extra minute or 2. It doesn't take a lot more. All right, so let's just pretend rice is cooked. 15 minutes later, beep, 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 microwave goes off. I take it out. Then what I do is I get a fork and I just gently lift it, so just to loosen the grains a little bit. And one of the nicest things you can do to rice is add a tablespoon of ghee to it. Honestly, you will have no regrets and you will never want to eat plain rice ever again. So just be careful if you do start, because that'll be the end of you. It just makes it so incredibly delicious. So there you go. This is how you cook rice. Gives it just a little bit more flavour, and it will be cooked perfectly for you every time. It's in the microwave, less mess to clean up. It's not sitting on the stove bubbling away. Give you a bit more space, a bit more time, and you know exactly how long it's going to take to cook. Easy.